Once upon a time, in a quiet valley surrounded by tall mountains, there lived a young eagle named Arin. But Arin didn't know he was an eagle. When he was just an egg, a strong wind blew his nest off a cliff. The egg rolled down into a farmer's chicken coop. The hens, kind and caring, kept the egg warm. And when it hatched, the tiny eagle opened his eyes to see chickens all around him. From that day on, he believed he was one of them. He learned to scratch the ground for grains, to cluck softly, and to stay close to the coop. Whenever he saw the other birds flap their wings and fly across the sky, his heart beat faster. But fear whispered, "You can't do that." "You're just a chicken," so he never tried. Days turned into years. Arin grew bigger, stronger, and taller than the rest. But in his mind, he was still the same, an ordinary chicken. One afternoon, as the sun burned gold across the valley, a shadow passed over the field. It was a magnificent eagle, gliding gracefully through the sky. Wings stretched wide. All the chickens hid under the fence, but Arin couldn't take his eyes off it. Something inside him stirred. Something he couldn't explain. The eagle in the sky looked down, noticed Arin, and landed near the coop. He stared at him and said, "What are you doing here among chickens?" Arin blinked nervously. I live here," he said. "I'm a chicken," the great eagle chuckled softly. "Look at yourself. You're not one of them. You were born to soar." Arin shook his head. "No, I can't fly. I'm not like you." The old eagle walked closer, his eyes kind yet firm. He spread his wings and said, "Come with me, just once. Look at the sky. It's waiting for you." Arin hesitated. His heart raced. Every voice of doubt screamed inside his head, but something stronger, something deep, whispered, "Try." So he opened his wings. Clumsily at first, then with power, he felt the wind catch beneath his feathers. He rose, a few feet, then more, and before he knew it, he was soaring high above the fields, higher than he ever dreamed possible. Below him, the coop grew smaller and smaller. He felt alive for the very first time. The old eagle called out, "Now do you see who you truly are?" And Arin, filled with awe and joy, let out a powerful cry, a cry that echoed through the valley. He had discovered what was hidden inside him all along. He wasn't a chicken. He was an eagle, born to fly, not to crawl. And just like Arin, many of us live trapped by the limits others set for us. We forget our strength, our wings, our purpose. We listen to voices that say, "You can't," until we start believing them. But the truth is, you were never meant to stay on the ground. You were meant to rise, to fly. To reach the heights only courage can unlock. So stop doubting yourself. Spread your wings and discover who you truly are. Because once you believe in your own strength, you will soar beyond everything that ever held you back.